Hello, guys, and today we are live at Code Africa 2025. And right now, I am graced my presence with one of our volunteers. Habari yako?
Niko poa mimi.
How are you feeling today?
I feel good. Yeah. It is amazing to be here
Uh,
actually.
Being a volunteer, what made you decide to be a volunteer at this event today?
Yeah, passion for tech. Yeah, the love I have for tech is so, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's so extremely big actually. Yeah.
Do you have anything specific that you do in tech?
Yeah. Personally, I'm a blockchain developer. I'm also a student in Technical University of Kenya, the idea right now. Yeah, and I like like as part of curricular activities. I come to these events, expos, exhibitions, and these conferences like the tech community where they convene, and also know what is running others, like-minded people, what they're saying here, and what's happening.
That's amazing. You know, today's event is going to be graced by a lot of investors. Maybe you can tell us one or two things that you have developed.
Yeah, I can say that I've been grateful for I've been granted a chance to be participate in some of projects, big projects in blockchain ecosystem. Like one is Nexus Pay, which allows people to pay to transact borderless and also using stable coins in crypto system, yeah, ecosystem.
That's amazing. So, what do you expect from today's event?
What I expect from today's event is insightful presentations, amazing speakers. I have seen the list, the schedule, how it goes, and yeah, great things are going to happen.
It looks very promising, yes. Um, as a volunteer, where have you been stationed today? What will you be doing as a volunteer today?
So today I'll be in the accelerator room, and I'll be showing the speakers where the places where they'll be designated to stay to wait for their sessions to happen. Also comfort them before they go to the panel discussions and what. Yeah.
That's
Laura Silola.
Laura Silora.
Silola.
Silola.
Yes.
Okay. So Laura, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
So what are you expecting from this event today?
I'm looking forward to network with people and to learn new skills and things that I can do to benefit myself and the world at large.
That's amazing. What do you do? Do you study? Do you work?
Well, currently I'm a student, a final year student. I'll be finishing soon, but there are some things that I've been doing at the background.
Okay, what are you studying?
I'm doing computer science
Okay.
and growing focus into data science, graphic design, and web development.
That's amazing. I hope you enjoy the event today.
Yes, I sure will. It looks nice. The reception is really good.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to have a great time.
It's very promising, right?
Yeah.
So today let's get to learn and get to network and get to meet new people. So,
Exactly.
have an amazing time, Laura.
Yes. Before I finish, can I just say something brief?
Yes, please.
Yes, I want to thank Code Africa for this opportunity to give us young youth. And also, I'd like to share my social media handles on all platforms as Laura Silola, and also my GitHub account where I have done some projects. Maybe you can go and check them out. And I'm looking forward for collaborations.
That's amazing, Laura.
Yes, thank you.
My name is Mona Lisa Agbata, co-founder and CEO at OneDev. And OneDev is the organization powering Code Africa. And we are practically in our second edition. As you can see here, we have developers, we have startups, we have founders who are building in emerging tech, and they are trying to find opportunities for themselves. One of the reasons we founded Code Africa was to create more room for builders in emerging tech, because we found that was lagging. We wanted to create that forum where people can come, connect with like minds. Emerging tech is very new in Africa, and there is not enough room for expression for that. So whether it's funding you're looking for, whether you're looking to connect with a network of builders as well, or you're a startup looking to, refine your products, you can be a part of Code Africa. We've done multiple segments, city tours, we've done that, we've done the hackathon, we have winners from that, we have the demo day for startups that are post-revenue. And all of these things, the whole essence is to create more opportunities for founders, developers, and builders in emerging tech. So the intention here is that through our own perseverance and through the support of our community, we should be able to actually create an ecosystem for emerging tech to thrive in Africa, because we believe that the future of tech is actually in Africa.
So maybe there's someone there out there and they didn't attend the hackathon and they didn't find out about this event. So and they will want to be part of this next time. How can they reach you?
They can join our community, check up online. You'd find OneDev. We are a developer edtech. Or you can find Code Africa. We run this kind of events in multiple countries. We've been to Nigeria, we've been to Rwanda, we've been to Tanzania, and we are going to be exploring East Africa. We are going to be exploring multiple parts of Africa. I am from West Africa. I'm Nigerian. And my co-founder, who is Joan Jerop, is equally from Kenya. So we are really bent on opening pathways for Africans to be able to actually build and position themselves globally.
That you heard that from Mona Lisa, who said, if you want to join their team, you're always welcome. If you think that you want to be a developer, you're always welcome. Thank you, Sana.
Thank you very much, Asante Sada. Thank you.
My name is Sharon Murugi. I am the Communication and Social Media Officer at BTrust, and at BTrust we fund open source development in the Global South. That is through funding the developers themselves, or funding events that onboard developers, or funding educational programs that supports and train developers. Today's conversations are really good. They started a conversation on, how to get into the space, how to navigate the space, and most importantly, some of the skills required. I think it's really important when you're starting to navigate as an unfamiliar space to at least have a point, like a northern point where you can, like, if I need this, then I can go to this. We have a brilliant network of people. So if anyone needs anything, if you need community, if you need funding, there's someone for everything. So I think this brought together a good amount of guys.
So where can they find you? So if there's a possible investor who wants, if it's a developer who wants investing, how can they find you and where should they look for you?
So at BTrust, you can check us out at btrust.tech. That is B and then trust.tech. To note, this is only for open source Bitcoin developers. So if you are looking to go that route, that's definitely your point. Also, we do train developers. So if you're Web 2 native and you're looking to expand into the Web 3 ecosystem, we can also make that happen. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sharon. Hi, Joan. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Are you enjoying the event?
It's so amazing. I'm happy to see the turnout and everyone here doing, networking, exchanging businesses and everything else.
Do you mind telling us which part you play in this event?
Oh yes, I'm a founder and executive director of OneDev. OneDev is the platform that is powering this Code Africa conference. And what we are doing is to make sure that we are creating a platform that creates value for developers, for founders, for investors, for corporates, for government. How do you make sure that we are creating a tech frontier in African market whereby everyone is a participant, global competitive developers, products that scale beyond Africa. This is all about Code Africa, an exchange of value and putting each and every participant in tech at the upfront, yes, and mostly emerging technologies.
How do you see the turnout of today, the youth of Kenya? Do you see there's an on growth of lovers of tech?
Yes, I mean I started back, in 2015, 14 there. And if you see the growth that is happening, it's really huge, massive, mostly in these emerging technologies because we're focusing on emerging technologies. There's a lot of products that's coming up, a lot of people are building great products, developers are getting jobs globally, they're working, right now we're in a remote jobs. And there's a lot of exchange, and that has created a lot of pipeline for a lot of youths in Kenya. Given that Africa has the highest number of youths, and these are the guys who are looking and searching for opportunities, this is why we have Code Africa Conference. How do we really create that pipeline for them? And as a turnout, as you can see the turnout, this is something that's really creating the value and how we can continue together. Yes.
Yes, I love that. So how does the future look?
The future look like this. I always love Africa in the next few years is going to be the global market when it comes to technology. Why? We have the youngest population in terms of generation at the medium age of 19 years. These are the guys who are tech savvies. These are the guys who are actively looking for the opportunities. And they have the phones on their own hands, laptops on their own hands. With all those tools that they have, we see a lot of uprising, what do you call, in terms of search of opportunities, in terms of having the opportunity itself, in terms of solving different types of problems, and in terms of receiving investment from global, and as well, now we see government as well as looking into eye with this. We're having Ministry of ICT today here, and it can show how much also the country is also caring to this because of how young people have started the journey. Yes, yeah.
I love that. Do you have any closing remarks?
Yes, I love to say that if you're outside of Africa and you're focusing enough in the tech, this is a platform to be because you have from the data, you have from the energy, you have from the youth population, you have from great investments, and the minds that are there are explosive for our own developers, our own founders. This is our time to be the great things that we can be. Yes.
Thank you so much, Sharon. How are you?
I'm very fine.
What are your good names?
My name is Kevin Ongairi. Yeah,
So how do you find the event today?
the event is very interactive. Got a good knowledge about Web3 and AI. Yeah.
So what have you learned from the panelists and the speakers?
I've learned about how we can integrate AI for our society, our privacy, and how we should organize ourselves to lead as an African. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Delia, continue to enjoy your day.
Hi, how are
Yeah,
you, Nathan?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fine. So today we were having the Code Africa Conference 2025. And first of all, have you been here before? Like, have you attended the previous one?
No, this is actually my first Code Africa event.
Wow, amazing. So aside from the session that you were, part of the panel, what do you think about, the number of people who are able to come here just to learn about all these things? What's your take from all that?
I think it's amazing that there's this much enthusiasm and a lot of people are coming, putting their energy here, trying to learn. It's amazing that actually the Minister of IT is also here and that there's a government representative here. It shows really that Kenya is a place where tech can grow and can thrive and really prosper. So that's really a really great thing for the country.
Amazing, amazing. So what would be your advice, or in just one statement, for someone out there, a young person who's still not yet embraced tech? Probably they have a certain analogy about it and all that, and probably it's because they've not gotten to see this many people, getting into this space. What would you tell them?
You need to meet people, you need to talk to people, you need to come to events like this or other events all around Nairobi that are happening all throughout the year, and just get out there and meet people and try to test what they believe and see if it actually turns out to be real in reality.
Wow, I love the testing bit,
Yeah.
because we sometimes are a bit cautious and all that, but testing is amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time. Yeah, and please pass our regards when you get back to your country.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Steve, how are you?
Hello, GMGM, Uko Salama.
Because Salama.
Cool.
You're actually doing very well.
Yeah,
You should
yeah.
learn some more Swahili.
I've heard
Yes.
Sawa Sawa.
Oh yeah, sawa sawa. Please, you can teach me one Nigerian one.
So I think that the go-to one for us would be pigeon, and I'll just say how far. I don't know. Do you know what how far means?
Alpha?
How far?
How far?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means how are you
Wow.
in pigeon English.
How far? It
Yeah.
sounds like how far? Like,
So how far is used in pigeon English, like how are you?
wow.
What's up with you?
And the response is?
Depends. I day, you know.
ID?
I day.
ID.
I day. Day.
ID.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
how
like
far?
I day.
ID.
Yeah, you could
Okay.
also tweak it up depending on how you feel. So like pigeon adjectives, I do okay, I do alright, I gallant.
Okay.
You
Now
know.
I think I can pick that from some Nigerian movies
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah. So
Wow.
that's the way. That's the way though.
Amazing, amazing. So we're here today because of Code Africa Conference
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah.
And it share a bit about what you do?
Yeah.
And that was a very, very profound presentation
Oh,
and
thank
all
you.
that.
Thank you
So,
very much.
something I would want to ask you
Yeah.
in Kenya, so far, the tech space has not been really embraced so much, especially. Um, I mean, in a couple of areas, of course, there are places where it's been embraced and all that.
Yeah.
What would be your word for someone out there who has not yet embraced the tech space and probably thinks that this is, for certain people and all that, it's hard because there's that analogy of things. Yes.
Um, at the risk of sounding a certain way, right? I think that the key to these things is for you to open your mind, right? If you're not ready to unlearn and maybe relearn stuff, you really cannot go anywhere, whether it's the tech space, in any other thing that you do in life. If you're not ready to like unlearn stuff, so my point would be, or my one advice to them would be, open your mind, man. The world does not start and end in your compound or your in your locale. You get. Obviously, there's going to be things that you can take and things that you cannot take. You can't assimilate every other thing that comes your way. But at the end of the day, right, what you need to actually do is look at the good, look at all the pros and the cons, right? And then just take the pros and leave the cons aside. That's it. Just open your mind to things. If you don't open your mind, then you're wasting your time. I think that's my advice.
Awesome. So that's like, it's pretty much like some general advice, even for whatever space
Yeah,
someone is in.
yeah,
Like just
yeah.
open up
Be-
your.
because why would you say that you do not, or you are not embracing tech, right? There's the good side to tech, there's the not so good side to it, right? But you have not even explored any of these sides, and then you're just perverse to tech. So open your mind and be open to new things, and know that um, what you know is only what you know. There's a whole there's a bigger world out there, and if the moment you're ready to learn, then the world is ready to also accept you, and all these things can now thrive and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow. Thank you so much.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think we are getting into that space as well. And
Okay.
I mean, even for me as an individual,
Yeah.
I'm just putting one foot at a time and all that.
Hmm.
And so it's encouraging even being here and just getting to hear all this
Yeah.
and getting to know that I can actually do it. Just
Of
seeing
course.
people like you guys and all that, what you're sharing,
Hmm.
your experience. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And yeah,
Anytime.
that's our regards to your people in Nigeria.
All right, now,
Yes.
stay jiggy, stay savvy, stay learning, because it's continuous. Nobody's coming to save you, so you might as well save yourself and save others while at it.
For
Yeah,
sure.
peace.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so awesome. So I want to just hear from you something small about your experience in the tech space. In a few words, what are some of the major lessons that you've learned in your years? How long have you been in the tech space?
So Web3 space, I've been here for about 7 years.
Hi, Georgia. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So we are here for the Code Africa Conference 2025, and we've gotten to just get to learn a lot from all this. Um, what is one thing that was a highlight for you in this year's conference?
Oh, I think the number of projects and startups built by young founders has drastically increased,
Wow.
which really excites me because it shows that we are bringing back the entrepreneurial spirit in young people to be able to ideate and build solutions outside of what's already in the system.
Awesome. How are you, sir?
Very well.
This is we're here for the Code Africa conference,
Yes.
and we've gotten to learn so much about the tech space and all that. And as a representative of the government, just getting to be here and part of this, what is your take on Kenya and us getting into the tech space?
Okay, Kenya by default, our target and as a government, and that's where we have one because of our youthful population, quite educated and ready to go. We want to lead the fourth industrial revolution in Africa,
Yes.
and what in general in the global south,
Yes.
and bring the light to the global south.
Wow.
That's what we're aiming for. Yes.
Awesome, amazing. And what would you tell people out there, especially the young people, because this is in the world, this is where we are getting into the new era, is the tech space and all that. What would you tell someone out there who's not yet embraced the tech space?
if you haven't embraced the tech space, be you young, be you old, it's like you haven't been to school in the old times. It's important, collaborate, and hence the reason why the government is trying to bridge the digital divide by expanding connectivity to the rural areas. In Nairobi, we think we are very lucky because we have connectivity everywhere. We're trying to take it to every village in Kenya so that nobody is left by the tech revolution. And that way, we want to bring everybody on the table. And I know we have so many people. It's just that they have not been exposed, even in the villages. We need to expose them. And we are sure we'll get a lot of innovation and ideas from them. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Awesome. Asante sana.
Thank you
It's
so
okay. Asante.